Hello, my name is Scott Peterson. I'm a senior planner for the Community Development Department at the City of Grand Junction. This request is for a zone of annexation for the Fairview Glen annexation from a county RSF4, which is 4 dwelling units to the acre, and Plan Unit Development, or PUD, to a city zoning of R8, which is 8 dwelling units to the acre. The applicants for this request are the property owners, Five Star Homes and Development Incorporated. This is the site location map. Current city limits are outlined in the salmon color, as you can see. The properties are located in Orchard Mesa, south of Unaweep Avenue, and north of B and a Half Road, as identified on this slide. The subject properties currently contains one single-family detached home along with various accessory structures and is 19.25 acres in size. The proposed annexation is outlined in the dark blue. This slide shows the aerial photo of the site. The applicants are requesting annexation into the city limits per the Presidio agreement between Mesa County and the City of Grand Junction in anticipation of future residential subdivision development that would be in conformance with the requested R8 zone district. The request for annexation will be considered separately by City Council. The Fairview Glen annexation consists of one unplatted property of 9.84 acres adjacent to C Road or Unaweep Avenue, along with the platted but undeveloped Burke's Blue Estates subdivision, which was recorded in 1978, which is located north of B and a Half Road. The Burke's Blue Estates subdivision contained the platting of 30 residential lots on 10 plus acres. However, it was never developed nor infrastructure constructed and remains vacant land. At time of future residential development, the applicant would request to vacate the existing but never developed platted rights-of-way of Cara Street and Newport Lane along with associated utility easements as identified on the Burke's Blue Estates subdivision plat, which are no longer necessary, and re-subdivide the lots in coordination with the new requested lot layout. The surrounding area, both within the city limits and the county, are largely developed with single-family detached homes on each platted lot or parcel. This slide shows the comprehensive plan future land use map for the area. The subject properties has a designation of residential medium between 4 to 8 dwelling units to the acre. The requested zone district of R8 is in conformance with the future land use designation for this area. This slide shows the current zoning in the area. The applicant is requesting a zoning for all properties to R8, which is the predominant adjacent city zoning already in place for properties located to the north and west. The applicant's properties are currently in the county and retains a county zoning of RSF4 and PUD. Surrounding properties are also zoned planned unit development in the county and R8 in the city, ranging in size from 0.16 to 0.66 acres in size. A neighborhood meeting regarding the proposed annexation, zoning, and subdivision was held in accordance with our Zoning and Development Code on July 2nd, 2020. The applicant's representative, and city staff were in attendance along with 11 citizens. No concerns were voiced by the neighbors concerning the proposed annexation and zoning at the neighborhood meeting. Questions at the neighborhood meeting centered mainly on the proposed future subdivision of the properties. The city has also received 2 emails concerning the proposed residential development, which are included within the city staff report review packet for your reference. These slides are taken from Google Maps and shows the existing property looking south from C Road or Unaweep Avenue in the upper left. That was taken in July of 2019. And in the lower right, the view of the property looking north from B and a Half Road, which was taken in August of 2012. The Municipal Annexation Act of 1956, codified in state statutes, sets the procedural requirements for annexation, including notices, timelines, eligibility, and criteria and action. Specifically, in order to annex a property, the city shall find all the criterion of eligibility have been met, including these 7 standards as identified on this slide. In reviewing the petition for annexation, staff has found that the annexation meets the eligibility requirements and recommends approval of the annexation. Regarding the zone of annexation, the criteria for review is set forth in Section 2102-140A of our Zoning and Development Code, and includes that the city may rezone property if the proposed changes are consistent with the vision, goals, and policies of our comprehensive plan, and must meet one or more of the following rezone criteria as identified on this slide. City staff has found that 4 of the 5 review criteria to have been met, such as the requested annexation and zoning is in accordance with the Presigo Agreement, which states that all new development shall be annexed into the city limits. Adequate public and community facilities and services are also available to the properties and are sufficient to serve the land uses associated with the R8 zone district. The proposed zoning of R8 meets the intent of achieving the desired density for the property and is in conformance with our comprehensive plan designation for the property of residential medium, 4 to 8 dwelling units to the acre. Additional discussion regarding the individual review criteria for the zone of annexation can be found and is identified within the city staff report packet that was included for reference. Findings of fact. After reviewing the Fairview Glen zone of annexation request from County RSF4 and PUD Plan Unit Development to a City R8, 8 dwelling units to the acre, the following findings of fact have been made. The annexation eligibility for the annexation has been met. In accordance with Section 2102-140 of our zoning code, the applicant meets one or more of the rezone criteria. And finally, in accordance with Section 2102-160 of our code, the application is consistent with our adopted comprehensive plan. That concludes my presentation. Thank you.